Well, hello from Las Vegas. Las Vegas, Nevada. Actually, well, it's okay. I am in the restroom of our room because the girls are over there, but I'm like, okay, we got to do our live, yes? So you guys, we just finished day 2 of the Future Presidents Team Retreat. And for those of you guys who don't know what this is the top 1 and 4%. Anyway, it's the top percent of the company. We are all here for the next couple of days. We've been here since Friday. And we're here really to talk about how to grow our business, strategies, implementations, and stuff like that. And the people that are on stage are like the cream of the top, training us on how to have a successful 2024. So I want to share something that I have for my notes, you guys. Today's training was fire. Okay? Fire. Because I gotta tell you, in case you haven't noticed this about me, I am like a straight shooter. I like it to be like no fluff, like just tell me how it is, okay? And the last speaker of today did exactly that. So I'm actually gonna share with you guys, some of the tips that he shared, okay? So I'm gonna give credit to who credit's due. This is Jorge de las Concepcion's last couple of minutes on stage, and I'm like, he just boom, drop the bomb. So if you have something to write with, you might want to take some notes, especially if you are somebody that has a business or you can actually apply this to your life and you're kind of thinking like, what the heck is going on? Why am I not moving forward? Or you're having some hang-ups. This is going to help you, okay? So, all right, if you guys have any questions, type it in on the chat. And I'll make sure to answer them as we go along here, okay? So here it is, tip number 1. He called them tips of reality. I was like, the whole time we were like, yes. Okay, so we got like slapped a little bit, como dice mamá, con un guante blanco nos dio unas buenas cachetadas este señor. Okay, so ni es señor porque está joven, ni tiene 40 años así, o creo que acaba de cumplir 40. I don't know, pues está bien joven, okay? So here we go, number 1. Okay, so hold on, English. Okay, so sorry guys. So one of the things that we was talking about was looking at, okay, where are we gonna go for 2024, right? What are your goals and all this stuff? And so many times, so I'm just gonna tell you what he said, okay? Write this down. He said, a lot of the times we hear, what got you here is not gonna get you there. AKA, the team that got you here, the employees that got you here, the philosophies that got you here, this is not what he said, but I'm gonna give you guys a little Karla twist to all of this, okay? And that is, what got you here, we've heard that, right, is not gonna get you there. But then he said, and I thought this was like, drop the bomb, okay? And he said, let's just say the team, okay, just to make it easy. The team that got you here is not gonna get you there, but then he said, the team that got you here is what is holding you back from getting you there. In other words, the philosophy that got you here, that philosophy is what's holding you back from getting you there. The person that you are that got you here is what is holding you back from going there. So I don't know if I did this already. Maybe I did on this or not. If not, I'll do it. Okay. If I didn't do it, put it on the chat. But if I did, let me also know. And yesterday I was talking to Jennifer because there's a concept called the peak to peak. And basically, this is a frame that we're learning at Warrior. But what he was saying is exactly that. And that is that when you are at a peak, a lot of the times what we don't realize is that we have to go through a pit to get up to the next peak. Here. Okay, there we go. You have to go through a pit to get you to the next peak. In other words, we got to change our philosophy. We need a new philosophy, a new way of thinking, a new team, new employees. We need new. So write this down, right? You need new to get you to the next level. New results, new way of thinking, new surroundings, new. And then he said, so let it go. The old ways, so many times we're thinking like, oh, this is what got me here. And we're so stuck. I've been there, okay? We're so stuck on thinking that we just got to do more. We have to do more. Well, this is what worked. Listen, homie, that's what worked a long time ago. But we are in a new era, okay? So it is time to step it up. Speaking of which, I'm going to skip to this next one because it's right there. Okay, and that is, write this down, number 2. Okay, and then he said, like, we have to be willing to pivot. Pivot with be open to new strategies, open to new ideas, open to new realities. You must be willing to pivot. There will be obstacles in the way your entire life. In your business, in your personal life, we will always have obstacles in our way that are gonna be holding you back. So if you want to have something, you gotta pivot, okay? So that was number 2. Number 3, okay? And this one was, so I was like, oh snap, especially because we're in Las Vegas, okay? So we're in Las Vegas, so it's like ¿cómo se dice la palabra? So relevant, there we go. It's so relevant, okay? And that is number 3, okay? And that is that there is no economic problem. People are just not spending their money with you, okay? We're in Las Vegas. This strip is full of people buying things, spending money. The thing is, they're not spending it with you. So as many of us have said, okay, oh my God, the economy and this and that and that and this. No, homie. I don't know why I'm calling you all homie. But anyway, no, it has nothing to do with that. It is the fact that there's no such things like other challenges. Yes, all of that. But the reality is they're just not spending money with you. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 4. People might sometimes start saying, hey, or if you have a business, okay, and people start saying, oh my gosh, the product is expensive, the car is expensive, the hotel room is expensive. If they start saying all these things, okay, you have to start thinking, it is not expensive, okay? It's only expensive if that's all you are selling. I was like, yes. Because yesterday we got a lot of class around how to bring value around what you're doing. How do you bring value around what you're doing, okay? And today, when he said this, I started thinking, I'm like, you know what? For example, okay, we're staying here at the Fontainebleau. This place is not cheap, okay? But look at this. The place is gorgeous here. This is the newest hotel in in Las Vegas, okay? If I give you a tour of this place, look at the bathroom. This place is just gorgeous. So it's not that it's expensive. If all they were selling was a room to stay and sleep in, then it would be expensive. But the Fontainebleau is not just selling a room to sleep in. They're selling a whole experience. Okay, so if people are telling you that your stuff is expensive, whatever it is that you're doing, okay, it's not that it's expensive. It's that the problem is that's all you're selling. In other words, are you giving them why this, for example, this Fontainebleau, okay, you guys, if you've been seeing my stories, you see this place, I've been to these conferences for like 20 years. I have never had a hotel staff, while we were having team dinners, come and take the napkin and put it on my lap. They do that like at, 3, 4, 5, 6-star hotels. Restaurants, but not at a hotel conference lunch. It was a conference lunch. He took the napkin, put it on my lap. I was like, whoa, who does that? The Fontainebleau, right? So they're starting to, at least with me, right? They're giving me an experience. So guess what? If anybody ever says to me, oh my gosh, the Fontainebleau is so expensive, I can actually tell them, well, compared to what? Right? Compared to Motel 6? Well, yeah, okay? But this is not just a hotel room to come and sleep with. You're going to have a whole experience. You go into okay, yes, I will go ahead and repeat that, Nancy. You go in and from the moment you walk in, there are mirrors everywhere. The service is unbelievable. The food quality is unbelievable. And guess what? I am going to promote the Fontainebleau Hotel more than just a room, more than just a hotel with rooms. So if anybody's telling you that your products or services are too expensive, it's because that's all you're selling, okay? Okay, yes. Okay, so number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that was number 4, okay? Is that number 4? Yeah, number 4. Okay, number 5. Okay, and that is think big. Think big. Be ambitious, okay? Stop. You gotta let go of the lack, of the scarcity, okay? Be ambitious. Let go of the lack, let go of the scarcity, and start thinking big, ambitious goals. Why? Because the bigger you start to think, the more ambitious that we start to get, guess what's going to start to happen? You're going to be willing to make bigger commitments. You're going to be willing to take bigger actions. But if we right now, okay, or if you right now are not moving and you're like, gosh, I really want to do this, but I'm just not getting myself to do anything, or I feel stuck. Well, most of the reasons is because you don't have like a big enough, compelling vision. So think big and be ambitious. And I love, I'm telling you, this guy was dropping real bombs, okay? I love what he said. He said, and if anybody comes to you and says, that's too ambitious, or don't be so ambitious, or and being ambitious is wrong, he said, did I write it down? No, he didn't. But what he said was, if anybody says anything like that, it's because they have never created something big, or they've never been successful in their life. I was like, drop the toothbrush. I was like, oh my gosh, yes, because here's the thing. No entrepreneur will ever make fun of you for wanting to try something new. No entrepreneur will ever put you down for wanting to go for something. They're going to be the first ones to say, go for it. See if this is for you, right? No athlete is ever going to put you down for spending extra time. Yes, Raquel, extra time at the gym. No, they're not. Why? Because they understand what it is that you're working for. Because they themselves have accomplished success. They themselves have transformed their body. They themselves see value in health and fitness. Okay, and this is not to be disrespectful, but somebody who is very overweight, very unhealthy, couch potato, watching TV and eating potato chips, right? Probably be the only person that will be like, why are you working out so much? Why are you going to the gym? Why? Because that is not who they are. So you doing something they cannot relate with is going to have them put it down. So think big and be ambitious. Okay, next. This also was a really good one. The whole training was awesome, okay, by the way. No wonder he's where he's at, okay? Next, don't give up. How many times have we heard this, especially in our business? It's like, don't give up, okay? Don't give up. Don't ever quit. You never know. And sometimes we hear people, okay, just say, if you just don't quit, success will come. And he said, no, it won't. I was like, drop the toothbrush, okay? He's like, no, it won't. Now it might. You might get very lucky. You might get super lucky and find that person that's going to blow up your business. You might get super lucky and have that one opportunity that's going to blow up your business. But he said, no, it's not enough to just stick it around and not quit. He said, here's what I want you to do. Don't give up, but put in the work. Don't give up, but put in the work. Then you can say, don't ever quit. If you don't quit and you put in the work, your time will come. Don't quit and you put in the work, you will see success. Don't quit and you put in the work, okay? You can get lucky, right? But it's not enough to just not quit. It's not enough to just say, I'm just going to hang out. I'm not going to give up and then do nothing. Well, if that's the case, then nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to change, okay? So that was, I don't know what number that was, okay? Don't give up, okay? Next. Okay. Oh, here we go. So in addition to that he said, go all out. Okay. Next, go all out. Okay. Go all out until. So no matter what it is that you want to accomplish in 2024, I'm going to wrap up with this. Okay. No matter what you want to accomplish in 2024, whether it's to increase your business, to better your personal life, to have some more fun and adventure, to transform your body, whatever it is, you gotta go all out if you want something big in return. You can't tippy toe, okay? You can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's like go all out. And that doesn't mean you have to go all out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But it's like whatever you're gonna commit to, commit. Whatever you said you're gonna do, do. Whatever you say that you're going to dedicate. Oh, you're welcome, honey. Thank you guys for your comments. I love it. Whatever you say you're going to do, do. Whatever you say you're going to dedicate. Okay? But here's the thing. You got to do it. You're welcome. You got to do it until. Do the necessary until. Do what you got to do until whatever it takes, how long it takes, do it all in. Go all in. And this might mean if you're saying, okay, well, I got 2 hours to dedicate to my business, okay? Maybe you're doing a business part-time, or maybe you're looking, okay? Maybe you're looking to start a business, but you're like, how do I do it? What do I do? Okay, well, listen, first of all, go to the link in my bio, fill in the form, okay? And let's have a conversation. Because here's the thing, you guys. Here's what I will tell you, okay? I don't know if you know this, but I reached success with a lot of hard work and dedication when I was only 23 years old. I had just graduated from college and I wanted to do something for myself. I didn't want to work for anybody, okay? And what ended up happening was I started my own business, and I started to come to seminars just like these, where people were up on stage sharing these kinds of gems, sharing these kinds of skills, right? And now granted, I went to USC. It is an amazing business school. But and I'm not knocking it, okay? I loved it, and everybody should go to college if that's what you choose, okay? I personally loved it. But I will tell you one thing, I never learned these kinds of skills. What I learned was theories, account receivables, which is also very important, but I never learned like from successful people, their secrets. And they never went from their notebook to mine. You get me? It never went from their notebook to mine. And then from my notebook to my head, and from my head into my life. And that's exactly what these events do, which is why I'm saying, like, if you're somebody that you're like, you know what, Karla, like this year's got to change. Like, I need to put in these principles into my life. This year, I got to make a change. I got to start a business. I got to do something, because here's the thing, you guys. A professor once told me there's no such thing as security other than the thing and the person you see in the mirror. In other words, you. What you can bet on is yourself. So if you've ever wanted to have like your own business, if you've ever wanted to have like a part-time, extra income generating activity, like go to the link in my bio, fill out the form, and let's have a conversation. This might be for you and it might not be. What's so beautiful about what we do is that we help people like transform their lives in so many different ways, transform their lives like in their health-wise, transform their lives in their finances, transform their lives in their mindset. And I gotta tell you, every time I come around these events, this morning I was stacking, and I stacked an appreciation stack, because I'm in such appreciation with the people that I get to surround myself with. Like, you have no idea. Yes, I'm here because I want to learn, but more than that, I'm here because I love being surrounded with these kinds of people. Like people that are like up to big things, that have big desires, that are determined. Now, do we have our hardships? Yes. Do we have our doubts? Absolutely. But we don't let that stop us. Okay? So if that's you and you're like, I want to find an opportunity. Maybe this is for you, maybe it's not. Go to the link in my bio, fill it out, fill out the form, and let's have a conversation. Because at the end of the day, you guys, here's what will happen. Nothing's gonna change until you change what you're doing. Nothing's gonna like alter the direction of your life until you're willing to pivot. And it doesn't have to be a huge pivot. It can even be a little pivot, okay? And that little pivot within 2 years, 3 years, 4 years will have you in a whole different destination. So if there's anything I can do to support you or help you, go to the link in my bio, fill out that form, and let's have a conversation. With that said, you guys, we got to get ready. We're going to a party, so watch out for our stories, because we're going to go to a party. It's a studio something party, and then we're going to go to live nightclub. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to make it to all of that, because your girl is not that young anymore. But we're going to have a good time, and we will see you here tomorrow for more updates from Vegas. Have a blessed day, and talk to you soon.